In 2012, Thai police officers raided a hotel room in Bangkok and found 6 preserved human fetuses inside the luggage, belonging to a man named Chow Hock Kun. But then the police officers noticed that the fetuses were wrapped in gold leaves. They asked Hock Kun why the fetuses were wrapped in golden leaves, and his reply shocked the officers. He had intended to sell the fetuses for up to $20,000 per fetus. But for what purpose? The fetuses were in preparation for a necromantic ritual to create a kumantong, a child spirit trapped in a doll. But what exactly is the purpose of a kumantong, and how strong are their powers? But before we talk about the mysterious world of kumantong and Thai child spirits, let's talk about something equally thrilling instead. Shopping on YouTube with Shopee. Yay! Wow! You have probably spotted this food for good pet treats, 4-in-1 multi-purpose pan, and these multi-purpose dumbbells as well. But guess what? You can now grab these items directly from YouTube without leaving the website thanks to the YouTube shopping feature powered by Shopee. Here's the deal. YouTube's rolled out a game changer in Singapore. I'm sure many of you know I have a new dog. This is Sister, the Shiba. Creators like me can now tag products that we love, like these pet treats to keep Sister happy while we film and quiet, or even a frying pan to keep Sister in check if she gets too noisy. Hey, just kidding, I'm not a pet abuser. Or these smarter bells to keep fit. I use them quite regularly actually. I'm trying to work out a bit more nowadays. These dumbbells are actually quite convenient because you can use it as a dumbbell or a barbell. So creators like me can now tag these items in short form content, live stream, or my regular YouTube videos. You can probably see the products tagged in this video itself. So if any of you guys are interested in these items, you can, go and shop directly on YouTube itself. I've linked a few other products that I use regularly or have recently bought. If you guys are interested, you can just click the link to buy it directly from YouTube. Just click the product links in the video description or in the products section and you'll be whisked straight to Shopee's checkout. No need to go to any other website or click out of YouTube. You can shop directly from YouTube itself. So convenient! And it gets better. Shopee has hooked us up with a 30% discount with a minimum spend of $50 just for you guys. So go redeem this voucher code and shop while you watch this video. So don't just watch, start shopping. You can check out my tag products in the video description or in the product section and just click through to Shopee. Now let's get back to the scary world of Thai occult amulets. Now Thailand is a beautiful country, but it is also a country known for the extensive use of black magic, curses, hexes, and spells. Many locals count on these supernatural tools to aid them in their business, love life, and even wealth accumulation. It's so popular that this practice has spread to neighboring countries like Singapore and Taiwan because of how effective it is. I mean, I have quite a few friends who use kumantong, and yeah, it is quite a popular thing here in Singapore. And the most popular of these supernatural tools is the kumantong, or golden child, where the spirit of a stillborn child has been trapped in a statue, doll, or amulet, often by the necromantic practice of using a real dried fetus. To non-believers, this may sound kooky, but thousands of people swear by its powers. Many have reported an instant change in luck, wealth, and even hearing and seeing these child spirits after taking them back home. But how did the kumantong come into existence? To understand where kumantong comes from, we have to travel back hundreds of years to a Thailand few tourists ever hear about. The practice of creating a kumantong originates from the ancient city of Ayutthaya, which was founded in 1350, and for 400 years, it ruled much of what is Thailand today. Ayutthaya flourished as a major trading center and powerful kingdom, but deep within its temple walls, a darker current of magic was brewing. And this magic was known as Sayasat. Sayasat was a secret blend of Buddhism, Brahmanism, and spirit worship. It wasn't just a minor superstition. It was an elaborate system involving protective charms, curses, spirit invocations, and magical rituals performed by monks. Peter A. Jackson, a leading scholar of Thai religion, describes how throughout Thailand's history, practices like Sayasat were used by everyone from warriors seeking battlefield protection to traders looking for prosperity charms. It was an accepted undercurrent of Thai culture, running parallel to official Buddhism. From within this hidden realm of magic came one of the region's most chilling practice, creating a kumantong. The concept revolved around the belief that the spirits of unborn or prematurely deceased children were uniquely uniquely powerful. These spirits are thought to exist in a liminal state, suspended between the human world and the world of ghosts. They were believed to possess intense energy, both vulnerable and potent, and crucially able to grant favors to the living if properly appeased or bound. The idea was that these spirits, if treated kindly and fed offerings, would become protective allies who could bring wealth, luck, or even supernatural warnings of danger. But how do you actually create a kumantong? The grisly process of creating a kumantong was first immortalized in one of the most famous works of old Thai literature, Kun Chang Kun Pain. This legendary story was created sometime in the 1600s, and although this is just a folk story with no proper historical records, many people think it's based on real events that actually happened. 500 years ago, in the swirling mists of ancient Thailand, lived Kun Pain, a legendary warrior general celebrated not only for his skill in battle, but for his mastery of powerful, forbidden magic. His life was a storm of love, betrayal, culminating in heartbreak so deep it pushed him into the shadows of the darkest rituals. Kun Pain's lover, Nang Pim, was known as the most beautiful girl in all the lands. But Kun Pain grew suspicious of her for betrayal, and he killed her. Upon discovering that she was pregnant with his child, grief twisted into desperate obsession. Convinced that an unborn child's spirit held immense supernatural power, Kun Pain turned to the occult art of Sayasat, the ancient Thai science of sorcery. According to the epic, he removed the unborn fetus from Nang Pim's body and carried it into a deserted cemetery cloaked in darkness. There, he built a sacred fire and roasted the tiny body until it became dry and mummified, before covering it in brilliant gold leaf, transforming it into a figure known as Kumantong, which translates to golden child. But the ritual didn't end there. Kun Pain chanted sacred mantras, summoning his son's spirit to inhabit the golden figure, binding it to his will. From that moment, Kumantong became his supernatural companion, capable of warning him of danger, spying on enemies, and even aiding him in battles of war. Thus, the first recorded history of the Kumantong was born, not merely as an innocent doll, but as a haunted relic forged from grief, love, and black magic. A creation that would echo through centuries of Thai belief and leave a legacy still felt today in amulets, temples, and whispered tales of spirit guardians. Fast forward a few hundred years, Thailand became more modern, but the belief in Kumantong refused to die. Instead, it evolved. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Thai kings and Buddhist authorities cracked down on necromancy. Rituals involving human remains were outlawed. Creating a Kumantong from a real fetus became illegal, rightfully so, and deeply taboo. Although it still happens in the black market trade, these types of Kumantong are not part of mainstream Buddhism in Thailand and is severely frowned upon in Thai society and religious authorities. Eventually, a new form of Kumantong emerged, harmless statues or amulets. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of these kinds of different amulets, each for its own specific purpose. For example, attracting wealth, or finding love, or bolstering your real estate portfolio. Like, there are many purposes for all these kind of different amulets. Maybe I should even get one for boosting my YouTube subscriber count. Please subscribe. Nowadays, instead of using real human remains, craftsmen sculpted figures from clay, resin, or metal. Monks would then chant blessings over them, sometimes inscribing sacred symbols called yantra on their bodies. For many modern Thais, Kumantong became less a ghostly companion and more of a supernatural helper, a protector, or a bringer of luck. Shopkeepers would place them near cash registers, taxi drivers would keep them on their dashboards, and for people suffering personal tragedies, Kumantong offered comfort, a way to feel like they weren't alone. A pair of brothers in Thailand is also documented to have 1,600 different kinds of Kumantong. 1,600. And it is said that you have to feed these Kumantong. You know, sometimes you feed yakok or like drinks. 1,600. How much is he spending on groceries each month? How many bottles of yakok does he need to buy to feed all those Kumantongs? 1,600 is ridiculous. Too much, brother. Too much. Too much. There's even a video where a child spirit is supposedly drinking from a bottle. Now, is that real? How is the yakok squirting out like that? Who's drinking it? Is it real or is it a hoax? You decide. Some common ingredients used to make a Kumantong amulet include herbs and soil. Other occult amulets would include the tooth or hair of venerated monks. Some contain corpse oil. Yes, the oil that would seep out of a corpse when you are incinerating it. And some others contain the hair of people who have died in strange circumstances, like a tragic accident. I would like to think that the more grotesque and gruesome the ingredient is, the more powerful the the amulet is. Maybe you would have a amulet with the chopped off of your enemies. Maybe they'll be very powerful. Maybe it'll be a sex amulet. In a floating jar of liquid you hang. Many monks also claim that a common ingredient is to collect soil from 7 different cemeteries to create a occult amulet. If you guys would like to find out more about how an occult amulet is made, I've linked a video by our grandfather's story in the description. It's a pretty good watch. So how do people work with kumantong today? It's actually pretty similar to caring for a real child. Owners will have to feed their dolls sweet drinks. Many prefer colored drinks like red Fanta, offer toys, candies, or tiny clothes, and speak to them daily so they don't feel bored. Sounds a bit, I don't know, man. Do you guys speak to your kumantong? Any of you guys? I'm sure some of you watching have one. I'm sure some of you watching have a kumantong. Do you speak to it? I think I would feel a bit stupid speaking to a doll. Or you can ask for help with money, love, or safety. And yes, some people claim that their kumantong talks back to them. A Bangkok Post feature in 2013 profiled multiple believers who swore their kumantong warned them of accidents or even predicted lottery numbers. One woman reported that forgetting to feed her kumantong caused mysterious power outages in her shop until she made amends. Another story details how a Bangkok taxi driver had a very interesting night while working his shift. As a man tried to force open his taxi door, the driver said he suddenly saw 3 small children appear in the street wearing traditional Thai clothes. The attacker turned pale, ran away, and vanished into the night. The driver believed that these were his kumantong, protecting him and his passenger from harm. Is this proof? No, but these stories reveal the powerful psychological bond people feel with these spirit dolls. Today, kumantong are big business. Walk through Bangkok's amulet market and you'll see rows of child statues for sale. Prices range from a few dollars for mass-produced resin figures to thousands of dollars for rare ones, blessed by celebrity monks. And there's a new twist, laktep, or child angel dolls. Unlike kumantong, these modern dolls look hyper-realistic, like toddlers with lifelike eyes and skin. They are mass-produced, then blessed in ceremonies to attract wealth, love, and success. Another example of the evolving nature of these practices. A few years ago, Thai Smile Airways even made headlines for allowing passengers to buy plane seats for their laktep dolls. Some owners even apply for passports for their spirit children. It's a mix of modern marketing, ancient belief, and perhaps even a hint of Thai humor. So, are kumantong real? Scientifically, there are no evidence that these dolls can talk or whether these child spirits can predict lottery numbers or protect anyone from harm. I'm also always skeptical when a large amount of money is involved in spiritual and occult phenomena because yes, there are cheap Thai amulets, but there are also very rare ones with rarer ingredients that go for tens of thousands of dollars. And when there's money involved, there will always be scams. I'm not saying that every kumantong or every Thai amulet is fake. I'm sure most of them are blessed by ordained and reputable monks. I'm just skeptical about its powers. From the research I've done, even most monks that bless and consecrate these amulets specifically say that having a kumantong won't magically turn your life around. Instead, it requires the wearer to work hard at achieving their goal and most importantly, believe in the kumantong. Some even say that the kumantong only boosts your life by 10 to 15%. Yeah, I'm not so sure how they went to that number, 10 to 15%. Very specific. Like drinking a potion like that boosts your magic attack by 10%. The rest is up to you to work hard. One of the beliefs of keeping a kumantong is to do good things and the child spirit will bless you by tenfold. But perhaps it's just the law of effect. Because when people do good things, they are more likely to get good results in return. When people work hard, they are more likely to be successful in business and earn more money. And speaking of beliefs, the power of belief is often overlooked. I like to think that the scarier the amulet looks or the more elaborate the ritual is. Maybe you need to take a bucket of elephant piss and splash it on yourself in a ritual. You know, the more elaborate it is, the more people are inclined to believe that this process is working, thus making the spell work. Because once we convince our minds of something, it shapes how we feel, how we behave, and those millions of micro decisions we make will guide us to whatever our goal is. Think of visualization. At the end of the day, if the kumantong helps people, whether it's magic or not, you know, I'm all for it. Having a child spirit does fill up powerful human emotions and needs. Comfort, hope, and a sense of control over life's chaos. In Thailand, Japan and many parts of Asia, it's not just a superstition, it's part of cultural identity, a way to navigate uncertainty in a changing world. These golden children are more than dolls and amulets. For some, they are friends. For others, protectors. And for many, they are a reminder that sometimes in the darkest moments, people will reach for anything, no matter how eerie, to feel safe, seen, and loved. And thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking this video. It really helps the channel out. And until next time, stay curious and question everything. Bye.